Hello, everyone. Look, we're just waiting on Blake. Yeah, Blake should be here shortly. Hope- Hopefully, we'll have a great live tonight. I'm excited. Oh, and there's Blake.
Hello,
Hi,
hello.
Blake.
How is everybody?
Good, good. How about you?
I'm good, I'm good. How many people do we have that I've missed already?
Nobody yet.
Okay, okay. Good, good.
So,
How is it?
welcome, welcome to Just Wing It with Blake and Jamie. Um, how's what?
How goes it? I don't know it.
Oh, oh, it's good. I get to go home this weekend, so I'm excited about
Right,
that.
yeah. And you're changing duty stations pretty soon.
In a couple weeks, yeah.
Yeah. Cool, cool. That's good. I've just been busy. 8 more days till we get the house.
Awesome! Congratulations.
No, it's taking forever.
Yeah, it does when you get a house. Oh my goodness, this house we just bought, it felt like it took forever, but they wanted like my firstborn child and everything, and it was like one thing after another, and I thought we were eventually not going to get it. So.
I'm right there with you. I feel like it's just taking too long. I wish there was a way to fast track this and we could just be like, he's ready, I'm ready, let's go, let's do this. Okay.
Ex- Yep, exactly. Um, yep, I get to go home this weekend. I'm excited, and then um, the following weekend, best, mine and Ken's best friend, his dad died. So next weekend is the funeral. So which is good that I'm still in Illinois. I can just drive up there and go to the funeral, and then that whole next week I got to pack up my car and um, be in Florida by the following Saturday. So 2 weeks from Saturday.
Oh,
So it's gonna
well,
be
you're booked out like
busy.
me. I have everything busy. Like, I mean, if you just saw my schedule on a regular daily basis and you saw all the places that I went to, I don't know how I manage it, but somehow I do. So
Yeah,
I
when
guess,
you're
money is really motivating.
yeah. I mean, you have to when you have a schedule and you have to meet the deadlines, or you have to go somewhere, or you got to do this, and you don't even think about how exhausting it is because you just do it.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm important at work and I don't want to be. That's how I am, at least. I don't want
Well, you are important at work. You're the boss. You're the owner.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be important. I want to be the owner. I want to make owner money, but I don't want to be important.
Ken said, "Hi Ken, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it." He says, "A busy schedule is good. It means you're good." Yep, absolutely. I,
Defer to the other.
yeah, at least it keeps you busy, keeps your mind off of things and all that good stuff. So
Yeah, yeah. We'll give it a couple more minutes and bring in a couple more people before we start breaking down the movie. Braveheart,
yeah,
man. What a
yeah.
movie. What a
Oh, yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Quite a lot going on in it and fun. I'm glad we actually get to break this down. This is got a lot to say about this movie.
What is that? Is that putty? Silly
This
putty?
is this is this is fart putty that I won
Oh,
at Mr. Gaddy's and playing games. That's like a kid's Dave and Buster's, and me and my girlfriend went, and it makes a fart noise. And I was like, that's cool. So I want that. And then I also got this kind too. It's alien slime. Look, if you open it, it's all gooey. And then inside of it, if you notice, it's got, come on, it's got a little alien, dude.
oh my goodness.
Isn't that cool? So,
That's funny. So, I saw your post on Facebook of that D Dallas Cowboys. Was he a former Dallas
oh
Cowboy?
goodness, yes, let's talk about it. I'd love to so much. Man, he's just a Dallas Cowboy great. We're talking about Larry Allen, number 73. He's an offensive lineman. And he was part of the doomsday 90s, mid 90s offense that uh, guarded for Emmitt Smith, one of the greatest running backs of all time. And uh, so rest in peace to Larry Allen for sure. Hey, Paprika, thanks for coming in. Uh, I I I can't stress to you, he was strong, he was huge, he was just built like a Coke machine with legs, and I mean, the dude benched like 700 pounds. I'm not kidding you. He could bench press 700 pounds. That's insane. That's equivalent to that is 5.5 me. Okay, like bench pressing me times five. That's insane. That's a
That is
lot of
crazy.
weight. The dude was just an absolute tank. The guy could pick up my riding mower as it sits. The thing probably weighs about that much. So yeah, and he died while he was in Mexico. I mean, don't quote me on this, but I believe it was some accident that happened while he was in Mexico with his family. Way
Mm.
young. He was only 53 years old. And yeah, rest in peace to one of the greatest Dallas Cowboys. He's in the Hall of Fame and he's in the Dallas Cowboy Ring of Honor. He's truly, truly one of the greatest to ever play the game. And, we lost a We lost a great man. It's sad, you know, because the linemen don't really get their flowers. You know, they're not the ones who, you know, everybody looks at and they're like, well, you know, he did all this. I mean, it's just that's just not how it's looked at. It's unfortunate, but I am 100% confident that Emmitt Smith would not have the stats, the accolades, the achievements that he had without Larry Allen. And that's just, let's just give him his flowers real quick because he deserves them. So if you're a Cowboys fan, you know who Larry Allen is, you know that name. And if you don't, please take a moment, go look up his highlights as a lineman. He's just stunning. He would push anybody down, the biggest guys, and he's just manhandling everybody. He's featured somewhere in the 80s, I believe, as 100 all-time greatest players to ever play the game. 100 top 100. That's a great achievement. So give Man, it just makes me so sad. I could talk about this guy all day, give him every single accolade. He still holds a Cowboy record for something. That he was fast. I mean, golly, for being as big as he was, the dude had chops. He could chase down cornerbacks that are one-third his size, and it's just amazing when you see a true God-built athlete that has just had it all, and he was meant to entertain and play a sport. You know, that's just that's what he was meant to do. And man, let me shut up because we'll talk about him all day. Rest in peace to Larry Allen. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Paprika, Francesca, Kristen, and Alyssa, all for coming in. And I
Yes.
appreciate you
Hello.
listening in, Francesca, even though you're washing dishes. Sometimes
That's all right. That's all right. Just
multitasking.
just show up so we get our algorithm up, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting
Yeah.
closer, Blake. Well, I was at 887 and then I just dropped to, so I'm at 885. So getting closer.
Oh, I thought we were at I thought we were at more than that. Oh, no.
I dropped two, but it is what it is. All right, now that we have everybody, more people in, we can talk about Braveheart.
Man,
So
what a movie. I have
it
I
was
have
good.
some uh I have a list of movies that are pulled up. I want to see if I leave from the chat, like the video, if y'all can still hear me real quick, okay? Let's see if this still works. Am I still there? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you though.
Okay, I figured. Okay, I just wanna read these off to you guys real quick. That's okay. I'll come right back to you.
Okay.
Um, these are the movies that came out in 1995. I just want to read a list of them. Okay, we've got Seven. I know y'all remember that with Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt. I believe Kevin Spacey was in that as well.
Yeah.
Uh, we had Heat, one of the greatest movies of all time. 12 Monkeys, I don't know that one. Crimson Tide, don't know that one. Rumble in the Bronx, okay, that's awesome. Jackie Chan, we love Jackie Chan, right? um, Casino, Martin Scorsese, that's like his big three if you put Goodfellas and some of his other work in there. Usual Suspects, Friday, and Braveheart. These are good movies. Leaving Las Vegas, Kicking and Screaming, Tommy Boy with Chris Farley, rest in peace. And then at the time, the greatest animated movie of all time, Toy Story, also came out in 1995. We've got Pierce Brosnan, 007, Goldeneye, which is a good one. Billy Madison, Adam Sandler, great movie. We better do a rewatchable for that because I love I love Billy Madison. And Oh, a sequel coming out. Bad Boys, 1995. We saw the very first one with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Clueless, Jumanji, classic movie with Robin Williams. We love Jumanji. And Casper. Those are pretty much all the notable ones there. Oh, Kids. If you don't know that movie, that's a pretty dark movie. If you've seen Kids, you know what that is, and I'm not going to reference anything from that movie because it's pretty bad.
No, I've never seen that one.
Yeah. It's a good movie if you like reality. But if you don't, then that is not your movie. But Kids, it's a movie about something.
Yeah. Hi, Dee Dee. Thanks for coming in. We just got are starting the breakdown on Braveheart.
Yes,
So
I wanted to give y'all those quick. So I mean, Braveheart, Clueless is a great movie. I love that. It's a classic. Everybody loves that movie. Um, and Wilma, I agree. The only nitpick I have about this movie, it's too long. You know, let's cut out the like. I totally feel like we could have cut out his childhood scene, like that entire first, what was it, like 20 minutes of the film where he's a kid. Like we can establish what happened to his dad and how much his family means to him through dialogue. We didn't need to see him growing up, you know. So if there's anything that I could say about this movie, it was entirely too long. Let's just cut out the first 20 minutes and I'm good. I'm good. You know, I mean, we got us a 2.5 hour movie, like most movies, and everybody would have been on board with that. But like one of our followers said in the Facebook page, you know, it's just so long they couldn't finish it. And I totally understand, you know, but if you do, you come to find out that this is a great story about just true patriotism. It's like I understand why this movie was so loved and admired because it was just a true masculine movie about a man getting vengeance and wanting his freedom from the grasp of the crown. So it was just so awesome. You know, it's a great movie. Pretty inaccurate historically. Like Scottish people didn't wear kilts in the 13th century. Okay, that's just not how it went. uh, so that's totally not true. That kind of made me mad when I saw that. But you know,
yeah, there was
rewatching this movie, I've only seen it probably 3 times. It was good. Yeah.
no, I haven't. I've seen the first Avatar movie, Dee Dee, but not the other ones, but they are long. And I agree, Francesca, there was a lot of violence. But one thing I took away from that movie, Blake, is that you don't mess with people's freedom. That's
Yeah, you
what
don't.
got
Yeah.
that's what got him to start all that from the beginning because one, you're messing with their
Mhm.
freedom, and then you kill my loved one.
Right, right.
And it's
And,
like,
and,
no,
and
you
at
don't.
this point, this man is so willing to keep the one thing that he has. You know, like it revolves around I think the best quote of the whole movie. He says to the girl, he said, "Every man dies, not every man lives." So you know, that's like you took everything that mattered to him, his wife and that he had just married. She's pretty. Okay, she's pretty.
Like,
I do say so myself. But
Fran-
yeah, that was super sad. He took everything that mattered to him in the world, and now that you don't have that, uh, he, it's like, what do I have? I'm not gonna lose my freedom. That's all I have. I'm not gonna.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to kill me, and that's exactly what happened. You know, and it sparked a revolution for the rest of the country, and they all united. You noticed at first it's kind of like a Greek thing they had going on. It was like all these city states fighting against each other, and then when Persia came along, we're like, all right, let's all form an alliance and drive them back and keep them out of Greece, and then we'll fight again. Like that's
Yeah.
just kind of that's what they had going on, and uh, so to see a whole country unite, I would love to see like everybody in our society right now. We need to watch Braveheart. You know, okay? It will bring us all together. It's like we've got our little differences, like this clan up the road does this, and then we do this. Let's put that aside, come together, and get England out of our backs and get our freedom. So that's what, rightfully so. And I just
Uh,
love the concept. It's something that I pride. I live my life on. I stand by it. I would. It's just how I am. I love that. Great movie. Yes.
Jessica says, I couldn't deal with the Titanic and I couldn't deal with this movie till the end either. I know, right? It is long, and I appreciate you guys trying to watch some of it, but it was long.
No, no. I mean, you don't like that's just a nitpick, okay? Every movie does what it does, and Titanic, long, long, long. It's a really long movie. There's quite a few things in that movie that you could totally cut out. Um, they even thought about cutting out them finding the diamond and looking for her as an old lady. They were just going to show it as an old time movie from 2012. That was Cameron Jordan was deciding on what he wanted. He had so many different ways that he wanted to approach this movie. I just know that that dude. Oh gosh, he's a psychopath. If you've ever had to work with that director, it's Cameron Jordan or Jordan Cameron, something like that. It's either one of those two.
And Francesca says, I'm just happy I don't.
James Cameron. That's it. Thank you. James Cameron.
Fran-
He directed.
Francesca says, I'm just so happy I don't live in those times anymore where we don't have to burn each other's wounds and the Lord doesn't get to sleep with your wife, right? It's like now like it's not
Fair
like the
enough.
president can't, like, at least in the
Yeah.
US, they're not going to be like, okay, you get married, I get to sleep with everyone's wife and you have to
Yeah.
allow it
No
and
quartering.
all that.
That's one of your amendments. Know your rights. It's the Sixth Amendment or Seventh, no quartering in your houses. No soldiers can come in your home in a wartime. Like if we're having war on our homeland, they can't come into your house and use it as quarters. You have the right to your own home, even in wartime. Like it's tough to think like, oh, well, it might happen. You never know. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, and Dee Dee says, we will have a new respect for freedom, and I watched it all the way
amen to
through.
that.
I watched it all the way through crying. I know I cried in a lot of spots, like when they killed his wife, and then when right before he was about to get killed, and um, that part's sad.
Yeah.
But I like how he didn't resort to mercy, and he just said freedom.
Yeah, yeah, that's the whole point, I'm gonna die a free man. And
Yeah,
I would not go through all of this for all of this just for it to mean nothing right here at the end and scream mercy. They're literally about to tear me in half, and that's what I'm gonna say.
yeah,
I respect it. I don't know if I would have the temper to keep it like that, but I would probably say like something like, "Hold on, let me tell you something real quick."
no one, no
have
one,
you
no,
have you seen that meme? He's like, "Hold on, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something."
I, I could see.
He's about to get that guy off the side of the mount of the ledge that's gonna bungee jump, and he's like, "Hold on, let me tell you something." That would be
Yeah.
me.
Hi, Roadkill. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, that did watch this movie. I appreciate it. And yeah, it was very violent, but I think that was the way of getting the point across that you got to fight for your
Freedom's
freedom.
not
And
free.
yeah, and I like how at the end, even though he they killed him, that more people decided to fight for their freedom.
It takes
And
only one. It takes only one. I mean,
yep,
you think of any uprising in history, it's only taken that one. Rosa Parks stood up for civil rights and said, "No, I'm not moving out of the bus." I love Rosa Parks. She's such a G. She's like, "What's up?" I'm here. I'm sitting. I'm chilling. I'm not going back there.
but and and the fact that everyone was fighting, is still calling his name at the last scene, fighting and was going, William Wallace, we're fighting for
Yeah,
him, and
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. I agree. Hold on.
yeah,
I wanted to pull up its IMDb real quick. I know I've got it right here. I will be right back. I know you can hear me.
okay.
Uh,
Yes, Didi, he was a strong-willed man. I like movie night too, Paprika.
um, what saves the worst? Dude, Mel, your accent was terrible, bud. You needed to work on that a little bit. It was hard. It was hard to get that right. But who do you know that can play a Scottish accent like that? I don't know anybody. Maybe Liam
Um,
Neeson, but he was too old. He was already Schindler's Listing.
Not back then. He wasn't old. 95, I'm sure he wasn't.
Schindler's List came out in 97, so yeah,
Oh,
I think he was too old. That was 2 years later, I believe. Didn't Schindler's List come out in 97, I think? I don't know.
I I don't
Um,
know.
The box office, the budget was 72 million. Gross US and Canada was 75 million. So it didn't really do that well in the United States on it opened, but over time, that's where it uh made all the time, made its money. Opening weekend US and Canada, uh 9 million, 938, so right under ten million dollars. But worldwide, it made 213 million. So across the world, everybody else knows about William Wilson, but us, because William Wallace, but us apparently, which is sad because he was an awesome dude, awesome cat, true man of freedom. Way before we were even thought of as a nation.
Francesca says, "Isn't there a song that goes like that? You've got to fight for your rights."
All right,
But
to
yeah,
party.
I was gonna say
I
the
love
to
that.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it would have done better, right? But I mean, especially with Mel Gibson in it, a lot of people do like Mel Gibson, but um, and but there was a lot of violence, so maybe that's why people didn't like it. But
Yeah. And so also I remember that this is another nitpick like ever after. There is a scene when they are fighting each other. You can see a white van in the corner on the left-hand side. And
how
it's
do
just
you?
it just irks me out. Jamie, I love movies. I love them. I just watch and I take it in and
But
to
I don't
see this
understand
stuff.
how you see these things. Like I never notice any of it. Like ever
Anytime
after
I see something that gets past me, I'm just so mad. I just want to. I just like, oh, how did I not get that? Uh, it's like
okay,
uh, it's like Magnolia. If you've never seen that movie, gosh, what a mind freak! Like, that is so. I know people that love that movie and hate that movie.
no, never seen it. I saw Sweet
Oh my gosh,
Magnolia
it's
or
got
whatever
Tom
it's called.
Cruise, uh, Philip Seymour Hoffman, rest in peace. Who else is in that movie? There's a few other people that I'm forgetting. I don't know. Really good movie, but it's kind of messed up. It's
Okay,
weird.
Didi.
Rate this movie. What's up? Out of four. What do we got?
Uh, Wait, out of four?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 3.5 just because it's too long.
Yeah,
I'm going 3.5.
I'm gonna say three because it's got a lot of violence and it's too long. They could have cut out probably some of the fighting scenes and stuff like that.
Some of the fighting.
I mean, to
What says the
reduce it.
best?
Um, Well, my
The
favorite,
message, the whole
yes,
story, you know,
yeah.
like what it means.
Well,
Don't mess with me.
especially
Yeah,
nowadays, I think, um, yeah, I think nowadays, with how the government's been, the last how many years and stuff,
right.
um, I think it's a great message, and I think that our government needs to watch that movie because you piss off the civilians
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
It's gonna cause a revolution, and especially people who want to take away their gun rights and everything else. Yeah, that
yeah.
I don't think that will go well. But
What's aged
so
the
yeah,
best for me? I think it is uh they start taking the arrow fire and then they get up and they just start showing their kilts to them and they lift them up. They're like, yeah! It shows them everything. And then they turn around and lift them up and start spanking themselves. That's so funny. I
I
loved it. That was
I can't
great. And
I
I just loved it. I was like, there's nothing like at that time, what's more masculine? You can't just like shoot your gun in the air. I'm gonna show you my Johnson. Like that just makes way more sense, you know? Like, ah, you didn't get me. Look at this. Ah!
and then, and then one guy got the arrow in the butt.
Yeah, you know, like I mean, all right, you got a couple of them, but I mean, it's still funny. That was hilarious. I thought that was so funny. Ah, you didn't get me.
Yeah, that part was hilarious. Yes, thank you, Dee Dee. Don't forget the thumbs up. Thank
Can you
you. And
imagine if it was 3D?
oh yeah, oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh,
Espe-
that's so funny.
Especially in that part with the
Oh
Francesca
goodness.
Francesca says apparently he won the Oscar for the part where he does the speech of freedom, which I thought was a good part. Yes.
Oh, dude, this movie won. Hold on. This movie won so many Oscars. Hold on, let me tell you how many. One second, please. I just a weird amount it won. Uh,
How did it win so many Oscars if it didn't do well
dude, I don't know.
financially?
I don't know. That's just Hollywood for you. Tell me why some movies won the Best Picture of the year. Go back and
Okay.
look at them, and you think of other movies of that year, and it doesn't make much sense, does it? I do not have it right here. I can't see. It doesn't tell me. I would have thought it said on the IMDb. Sometimes it does, and then sometimes it doesn't. No. Oh well. All right. But anyway, yeah.
Well,
I know that it won at least three. At least I know it won at least three, and that's just Oscars for you. That's just what they do. I don't know. I don't know why they are so terrible. It's such a terrible. But the thing about this movie that just makes it so rewatchable and so good is like it's powerful, it's got funny parts, it's got sad parts. It's just a total roller coaster of emotion. You feel it really good. You can connect with this guy because I guess that's also the genius of why this movie's so long. You connect with him from a childhood all the way up to his death, and uh, so I mm,
yeah. Oh, you
I don't
think the
know.
Academy is voted by your peers? Okay, that's interesting.
That's
But
fair.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's um. I think they should be like Francesca was saying. That speech he gave about freedom was so powerful.
Hmm.
I wish I wish like it could be played like many different places like to remind people of your freedom, especially when the government tries to dictate stuff or tries to invade your rights, to remind people that, hey, they don't own you. Yeah, they have to tax you. You have to pay your taxes, and you
All
have to
right, some
die. But
taxes, some
yeah,
taxes. But whenever, right now, 39.6% of my check goes to Joe Biden. So, meh.
yeah, I'm sure about that goes to my check too, for my check,
It's
or more
terrible.
probably.
Being
Who knows?
self-employed is awful. You know, that's a small business. The tax right now is 39.6%.
Oh wow, yeah,
That's insane,
it's
right? 40% of my checks. I get, so just off the bat, let me do my taxes. I only get 60% of that. Like, you're almost going to take half of my money. That's tyranny. That's tyranny. It is. It really is. So
yep,
something's about to give. I'm telling you. When taxes are this high, something will give.
yeah. People start, especially when they can't put food on the table and things start getting worse and worse. Yeah, that's when people act out. I mean, just like in the movie, you killed my wife. You took everything from me. Now I have nothing. And he acted out and got a whole army to fight back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then even
totally.
and then even in the end, the guy, the king, or I think he was a king, who betrayed him,
Yeah, he
decided to
betrayed
fight.
him.
He betrayed him, and then after they killed him, he ended up fighting on behalf of him with
Right.
his army. It's like
Yeah,
it took,
exactly. It
and
took
he,
it took him to die in order for you to get it right. And you even, I mean,
yeah,
that's just guilt, I guess, you know. It's like
yeah,
I think he was just scared for his own skin, and and that's what separated him, that it showed so many things about the movie right there. That's a moral choice right there. Are you gonna be loyal to the cause even whenever things are looking bleak, or are you going to stand there and die and yell freedom?
yeah, yeah.
And you saw it
So
in two different lights, you know. Most people would probably be the guy. And I mean, you say, oh, no, not in this moment. But when it's your life, the one most uncertain question is what happens to us after we die? When you're really faced with that head on and it's on a battlefield, you start to question what's your morality? Where's your moral stance?
that is true. That is true. And a lot of people. I think didn't he at one point even make a comment about that? About like wonder what happens to us after we die? Or was that something else I watched? I don't know. Didn't he
I don't
make a
know.
comment
I don't remember that. Maybe, but just probably one of the
like
moments I zoned out.
like me? I think it was like in
It
a
was
part where
just
he
so
was.
long, Jamie. It was so
I
long.
I know. Tell me about it. I had
Yeah.
to. Luckily, I didn't go home this week, and I ended up watching it on Sunday because
Yeah.
I had more
Yep.
time.
I
So
finished
did
it. It was like 10:30 and I started at 7 or something. I had to rewind a couple spots.
like I said, I appreciate all of you for doing that. But Paprika made a good suggestion for next week. A League of Their Own with Tom Hanks and
Oh, such a good movie. Yeah.
and
Dude, we need to do. There's so many good movies he has. Sleepless in Seattle. I love that movie.
yeah, and I love Gina Davis. So what do you guys
Mm.
think about A League of Their Own for next week? Yeah,
That's totally a rewatchable movie. Yeah.
yeah, Dee Dee actually bought the DVD Braveheart for so she could watch it. So I really appreciate that, Dee Dee. Oh
Oh,
yes,
Big,
big.
awesome. Love
Yes,
Big. Yeah, love Big.
yes,
That's probably
yes,
the best out of all those. And then
yeah.
let's go even further, a little bit back, and you got Turner and Hooch, and The Money Pit was a great
Oh,
movie.
I
I
love the
love
Money
The Money
Pit.
Pit. I
Oh,
loved it. Such a good movie.
oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
so awesome.
There was another movie that he was supposed to be in, and you're like, holy cow, that would have been a totally different movie. Um, He was supposed to be in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and he was gonna be Brad, I want to say. That was he was cast for that role, but he just ended up doing Big instead, I believe.
I don't remember that movie. I know I watched it. I don't remember it.
You don't remember Fast Times at Ridgemont High? Hey, bud, let's party.
I really
Oh my
don't.
goodness.
I know I've seen it because the name sounds familiar, but I can't picture the movie.
This is
I don't
U.S.
know.
history. I see the globe right there. Oh
I
my
I
goodness.
I don't know about War. I don't think I've seen War of the Roses. Which one's
I don't
that
know
about?
about that one. I can't remember
Oh,
the. He had a couple misses. He had a couple misfires, but then he goes on just like an ultimate run. And then in the '90s, like he was, Toy Story. He did that was freaking awesome. He did
yeah, I
three
like
movies right there, back to back to back, and they were awesome. One of them was Sleepless in Seattle, and he
Castaway.
did.
Wasn't that
Well, that
90s?
came out in 2000, I guess,
Oh,
because it started production. He started it in '99, and then they stopped production for 4 months so that he could lose a bunch of weight, and did the rest of it, like all the skinny parts. That was like the last part of it that he did was all the stuff of him being skinny and everything.
yeah. Matthew Mahoney on what? I don't know. Danny DeVito was in it. I think he was. Are you guys talking about the War of the Roses? I don't know if I know that one.
I don't
Yes.
know. Yeah, Money Pit's a great movie. Paprika.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a good one, Paprika. Um. So what does everyone think about A League of Their Own for next week?
Let's hear it. I'll give it a yes, just because it's a good movie. I mean, I won't even argue with it this time.
I think that's a good one. Unless okay, Dee Dee says yes.
Got my vote.
Francesca says sure. Okay. A League of Their Own it is with Gina Davis and
We
uh
got at least three. That's cool with me.
hi
Hey, Tamika.
Tamika.
You late?
So oh, Rosie O'Donnell's the other one. So it's got Rosie O'Donnell, Gina Davis. I love Gina Davis and Tom Hanks. And
Yeah, I like Tommy. Allegedly, that he had a very specific reason that he just recently moved to Greece because they don't have an extradition law for certain crimes that he may or may not have allegedly committed.
wait, who?
Tom Hanks and his wife.
Oh,
They've moved
really?
to Greece. Yeah, they moved to Greece. Just I will only say the timing. It was specifically, I want to say, within a year or two after Ghislaine Maxwell got arrested.
What did that person get arrested for? I don't watch the news.
You don't know who Ghislaine Maxwell is? Well, then we'll just leave it there because that lady is
Oh,
she's a pretty bad person,
oh,
and
okay.
she's connected to another very, very bad person who did not kill himself.
Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about now. Okay. And so he went to Greece.
Allegedly.
Oh, allegedly he's in Greece. Obviously he didn't want to say it, Ken, so I'm not gonna say it.
Me neither. Yeah, I'm not saying it. Not on, this ain't new on my platform. This is your pod, dude. I'm right here. That's why I didn't say it. We'll leave the rest of the chat to see that right there. That is exactly why he's kind of been tossed in the air. And So all those things that we hold near and dear to our heart, it kind of when you go back and watch Big and then you think about all this stuff, you're like, "Ugh, it's kind of, it's kind of weird, but
Yeah, yeah,
anyway,
I think spring season started, or spring training, or whatever you call it.
yeah.
So yeah, that would be a good
Moving
one.
on. I
So
love A League of Their Own. That's such a good movie. Sports ball. But
you,
the season has already started. We're not even in spring ball. We're out of that.
okay, so it's actually started.
Yes.
Oh, Madonna. Wait, yeah, Madonna was in it. You are right, Paprika.
Aruba, Jamaica, come on, pretty well. Who sings that? The Beach Boys, right?
Yeah, the Beach Boys, not Madonna. Madonna sings, oh my gosh.
To the Kokomo. We'll take it fast and then we'll take it slow.
You go, Blake. No,
I love that song.
oh my gosh, Ken, which movie or which movie song was it that I always did at the street dance when I was younger. I told you about. Hi, Kyla. Thanks for coming
Hello.
in. Hashtag Kyla is back.
Finally, you get to see we're talking about movies now.
Like, oh yeah, like a virgin. Yes, Virginia. I think you spelled autocorrected wrong.
Like
But
a
yeah, like a virgin.
virgin.
That's what it was.
Oh,
Yes.
so funny thing. If have you ever seen Reservoir Dogs? It's a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Mm-mm.
In the very beginning, the whole thing is talking about a song by Madonna, that song, Like a Virgin, and they're trying to he's trying to explain um what the meaning of the song is, like what she's actually talking about, and he is saying it like she's having sex for the first time and it hurts, but he's like, and he's saying that's what he's saying, but Madonna sends him in real life. She sends Quentin Tarantino an album that with Like a Virgin album autographed, and she said she said it's not about dicks, it's about love. And she signed her name on it. So that's a
That's so
funny
funny.
thing. I totally, I'm such a movie head. I didn't even realize how crazy I was about movies until I think I know a lot about movies, and then I'll meet somebody else that knows something and they'll just blow me out of the water. I'm just like, oh
Well, you know more than I do.
yeah.
You know
I'm
more
just
than
like,
I do on sports too.
teach me about your knowledge. I don't even know what I should be smart about anymore because I can't even, um, there's that movie Osmosis Jones. Uh, it's got Chris Rock. It's a cartoon movie and it's got Bill Murray. And there's this scene in it. He's calling up the brain and he's like, "Can you tell me what this and this means?" And she's like, "Well, I'll check, but we're really only about sports statistics here." And I'm like, that is so my brain. I don't remember
Yes.
anything, but I can tell you, how many points Jason Tatum averaged last 5 games.
Yeah. That movie was great, Dee says. Yeah. I've never seen that one, but that sounds funny.
Oh my gosh. Literally, just go type in Reservoir Dogs, the Madonna scene, and it's like it's probably, you know, 4 minutes long, 5 minutes long, if that. And it's the literally the very, very beginning of the movie, and that's all you have to watch. And then you'll see at the after the movie airs, Madonna watches it. She loves the movie, and she mails Quentin Tarantino an album autographed by her saying it's not about dicks, it's about love. So it's funny.
Yeah. Um, that's awesome. But do you guys want to do one card of trivia?
Oh man, I was trying to mumble as long as I could until we could get through it, but I guess.
I know that's what you try to do. You always
I
try
worked
to
it.
like.
I milked it down to the last 8 minutes.
I know, right? I know what you do, Blake.
Hey, no, honestly, I get to going and then I'm just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Put your fist up and tell me to shut up.
Uh-oh. So then we lose him. That's what he's trying to do now. Oh, you've been doing my summer cleaning all week on top of work. Oh my goodness, Kyla, too much. All right, hopefully Blake gets back. All right, first one. What Eastern States Lambert Castle Museum lures utensil lovers to the largest collection of souvenir spoons in the U.S.? Oh, there he is. Man, I say
Sorry.
trivia and you
Sorry.
leave.
My bad. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. I pressed the X button and I didn't mean to.
Uh-huh, sure.
I
Ooh,
didn't. I
close.
swear. I swear.
Ooh, you're close, Dee Dee. Not New
What was the
Hampshire.
question? I didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you laughed. What Eastern States Lambert Castle Museum lures utensil lovers to the largest collection of souvenir spoons in the U.S.?
San Francisco.
Eastern State.
Oh, it's an Eastern
What
state.
what Eastern States Lambert
North
Castle Museum?
Carolina.
Nope,
South Carolina.
nope, North.
Up from
Um,
there.
Kyla,
Ma-
Washington,
Massachusetts.
nope. Yes, Dee Dee, New Jersey. Kyla, Washington is west, not east.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you're talking DC, technically that's east, but
Oh,
if you're talking the
yeah.
state, nah, bruh, wrong way.
Oops. You're so cute. You're so cute, Kyla. Okay, what line on Big Brother appeared in closed captioning as "Your cologne smells good"? Oh, your colon smells good.
Your
Oops.
colon. Oh my gosh, Cappy Chin,
I,
Cappy
I,
Chin.
no, I just said that oh my, okay, I read it wrong. I, I pretty much read the answer. Okay,
Oh
so it was
goodness.
what line on Big Brother appeared in closed captioning as "Your colon smells good"? And it's "Your cologne smells good," and it read as "Your
Oh
colon." Okay,
goodness.
I
I
completely missed.
wouldn't. Nobody would have ever got that anyway.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Your colon smells good.
I bet it doesn't. I bet
Oh
it
my goodness.
smells like poo poo and not very yummy.
Oh gosh. Okay. What federal holiday was first celebrated in 1986?
What French holiday?
What federal holiday was first celebrated in 1986?
Labor Day. Is it Labor Day?
No, it's in January. 4th of July, Kyla? No, that was in like a long time ago, I think.
Yeah,
But
try 1776,
yeah, that's it.
like
That's
the year we were
I couldn't
uh
I couldn't remember, not New Year's.
you
Um
can't get more federal than the Declaration of your Independence.
well, but when did they actually make it a holiday? Did they make it a holiday in
I
1776?
mean, how do you not? I mean, I don't know what year it would be. Like, you would probably make that that would be your, yeah. I mean, right off the rip. I mean, come on. Nothing's more important than your independence, right? Come on.
Yeah. Okay, it was Martin Luther King Jr. Day in
I did
1986
not.
was
I did not
first
know
celebrated.
that. I feel
Yep.
bad now. Rest in peace. I've actually been to there to where he's been. The hotel that he got killed at, and that was really something.
Hmm.
I
What
I I,
hotel?
I
Where was
forget what it
that
was
at?
called. It's in Tennessee. It's in
Oh, is it?
Memphis. Yeah,
Okay.
and I think everybody should go. It's got a lot of history there.
Well, let us know what it is, and we'll go. Okay. Three more questions, and we only have a few minutes. What governor's fall from grace was chronicled in the Tyler Bridges book Bad Bet on the Bayou? What governor's fall from grace was chronicled in the Bridges book Bad Bet on the Bayou? And Ken, while we're coming to the end, get a quote ready for me.
What was that really racist guy? What was his name? And he had was it Jim Croce? Was it
No,
Jim Crow? The Jim Crow laws or
no,
uh
not
who
George
was the other
Washington
guy?
either.
No, it said Bayou, so we're talking Louisiana or we're talking Georgia or something like that. We somewhere around there.
Not Abraham Lincoln. It was Edwin Edwards.
Edwin Edwards. I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Next.
What what replaced breast cancer as the leading female cancer killer in 1987?
Lung cancer.
Yes, you are correct. Very
Everybody
good.
was smoking the cigarette.
Yeah.
They're
Okay,
like,
last
oh shoot, this is not actually good for you. Let's not smoke and let's stop smoking in every single building we go in.
Okay, last question, and then we'll do the riddle. What laceless Nike athletic shoe was inspired by an early Hawaiian messenger who died at the feet of the king? What laceless Nike athletic shoe was inspired by an early Hawaiian messenger who died at the feet of the king?
He yelled Nike, which meant victory. There was a battle at the Battle of Marathon. That's what the original conscript of Nike was. A
Hmm.
messenger ran from that's how he got a marathon. That because he ran from Marathon to Athens to yell victory, which in Greek means Nike, in Nike, which means victory in Greek, and he died right there from exhaustion on the ground.
So it says what laceless Nike athletic shoe. Um so what Nike brand was it? No, it was Air Kukini.
I don't know what those are.
I don't know either. Yeah, you learn something new every day, right, Francesca? All right, you
You'll
guys.
get a bunch of knowledge from talking to me. It's just weird.
Yes, I do. I've learned a lot since I've started this podcast with you. All right, the riddle of the day is um why was the goldfish suspected of murder?
Because he didn't remember it.
No.
He was a suspect. Look what my girlfriend brought me, y'all. This is so good. Bahama Bucks, the blue kind. It's cocoa nut.
Surprise.
Oh my goodness.
You've been
What
asking since yesterday.
what is that from?
You wanted a
Bahama
surprise?
Bucks.
Oh, never heard of it.
What?
So sweet. That was sweet.
Mm,
Okay. Nobody Tamika, do you know? Why was the goldfish suspected of murder?
why? Wait.
What's the matter? You wanna go
Because
outside?
it was fishy. It sounded fishy.
Time it is barely 8 o'clock.
That's not your best one. That's not your best one.
I know. I know. I know. All right, you
We've had
guys.
better. Like they've been more corny than that.
Yeah,
No.
I know. I know. All right,
Yeah, that one's
everyone.
only a 2.
Thank you, everyone, for coming in. I really appreciate it. Remember, we're going to watch A League of Their Own next week.
League of Their
and
Own.
Blake, any last words?
Man, y'all just keep on trucking. I hope you have a good week. We'll see you on the next round.
And freedom!
Freedom!
Okay, that was loud in my ear. Okay. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming in, and we really, really appreciate it. And yes, let's all hit that like button on your way out. And thanks for dropping by. And oh, you had to go to the bathroom, Tamika. Yeah, I knew you would know it. All right, the riddle of and remember, you guys are all beautiful. Don't let anyone make you think differently. And the riddle of the night is from Mark Twain. Principles have no real force except when one is well fed. Great quote. Have a great one, everyone. Bye.